Without going out of your door, you can know all things on earth. Without looking out of your window, you can know the ways of heaven.
Welcome to the Inner Light podcast, where we hope to shed light on the lesser-known aspects of our favourite Beatle, George Harrison, and delve into everything from his music to his extraordinary life. Okay, it's my mic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties. First episode, just we're bearing with it. We're bearing with it. It's fun.
How are you?
I'm not too bad. You?
Yeah, I'm good. I wouldn't lie. I'm nervous. We've never done this before.
I mean, yeah, it's I'm kind of shitting myself, but
Yeah.
it's welcome to the Inner Light podcast, guys.
Yes, welcome. This is a labor of love. Honestly, I've had the idea for wanting to start podcasts for months now, and last week I got a text from my good friend Harry, and he just says, "Oh, you fancy starting a George podcast?" And it's like the stars aligned, really. And now, a week later, we're here. So
It's crazy how quick this has come. To be fair, I mean, was it like? I think it's literally this time last week. I was like,
it has to be, yeah.
And like we've already got such like good feedback. Like it's mental. It's actually mental.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who's supported us, followed us, given us suggestions. Like it really means everything. So
it's been unreal.
and this is the faith that you put in us.
It's more faith than what we've got in ourselves, but
yeah.
But
anyway.
So I guess like what you can expect from the podcast is like so obviously we talk about like his solo career, him and the Beatles, but also like everything around him, like his foray into films, like the Wilburys, like we're trying to like cover it all. So it's going to be like a long process. So I hope you can.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to go through,
and a lot of the like I don't even know how many episodes are going to be, how long it's going to go on for. But we'll
forever.
Forever.
I mean, we're never going to get bored of talking about him, so...
You just might get bored of listening.
True.
But should we do the fun introduction thing?
The fun intro?
The fun intro. Do you want to go first?
The fun intro. Okay, wow. I'm Sophie. You may know me on Instagram, WebSoph. I'm 23, live in South Wales, and I have a severe addiction to George Harrison.
You don't say.
Yeah, you may already know this, and I think this podcast is just going to make it worse, to be honest. So really, you're, what's the word, aiding me in this process, so...
Watching your slow descent into like madness.
Yeah. But yeah.
So I'm Harry. You might not know me because I'm a bit of a rando, but I'm a 20-year-old music student. I'm in my final year of university, and I'm a singer. The intro track you might heard suggests otherwise, but I
Hey, it's amazing, Harry. Come on.
I'm also a songwriter. I'm in a band, and that's something that I really want to like pursue in my future. But I also really like the Beatles, so hence all this. And I thought it'd be good, just like a little taster to like say how we got into the Beatles and George. And
yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to start?
Sure. I mean, my story is a bit depressing, but
starting off strong.
It's fine. Yeah, I know. Trauma dumping on the pod.
On the first episode, that's wild.
The low drop right now. No, so basically back in 2023, When did Now and Then come out? 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So summer of 2023, I started properly listening to the Beatles. I mean, everyone has a relationship with that band, right? And so obviously I grew up listening to them. Mainly back when I was younger with my grandparents. They had the One album.
Yeah.
And I just remember listening to that album and specifically Hey Jude all the time. So, you know, the music was there. And it probably wasn't until 2023, like I said, when I started properly listening. So, first album I, properly dived into was the White album, which is a crazy place to start thinking about it.
I mean,
Like, I remember listening to it, and then it got to, like, the continuing story of Bungalow Bill. I'm like, what the hell is this?
now first getting into a band and you get hit with Revolution 9, like, bloody hell.
To be honest, I didn't listen to it all in one go, but
that would be daunting.
it was like listening to Blackbird and I Will.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul McCartney. And it was also because of my sister, because she had a Beatles moment in her teenage years. And I think I just thought I'm too cool for that. So I never took notice. But then we started talking about it, and she said, oh, yeah, I love the Beatles. Blackbird is like my favorite song ever. So hence me listening to the White Album, right? And then I watched all of the music videos in one night. When I was... The funny part is, it's when I was in Florida visiting my boyfriend. And I'm just there watching...
I'm watching the Hey Bulldog promo.
It's literally me, right? He was like... I think he was playing video games. And I'm just there watching the paperback, right? Music video for like the 5th time. Like, what's wrong with me?
Was you trying to like figure out who's who? Because I know like when I first got into the Beatles, I was like, who's that? And now it's like so obvious.
I played a game with myself, right? This sounds... I played a game with myself. Every time I listened to a new Beatles song, I was like, okay, wait, I need to know who this is. There were several times where I thought it was George singing, but it was actually John.
No, that's kind of real, because like I feel like there's like a before you can tell like who their voices are, and like an after, and it's like day and night. Like,
yeah,
go back now and like listen to.
That's why
you're like bam, 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 bam.
That's why when I think back of that, it's so funny. Yeah. So Now and Then dropped during my music video moment, and then it just skyrocketed from there. I started a TikTok page, just doing like little funny videos. People liked them. And they were like, oh, you should go over to Instagram, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, because I met you through Instagram. Like, I have a TikTok, but I don't really use it. I only use it when my girlfriend's like, oh, can you look at the TikToks that I sent you? And I'm like, sure. And she's like over my shoulder, like looking at all of them. So yeah. I found you on Instagram. And yeah, we just start talking from there. And it's like, it's crazy how like, we're like here now, like it's mad.
I know, we have so much lore, Harry. It's crazy.
It's gonna unravel bit by bit, and
yeah,
it's a shit show.
Okay, you go.
So I got into the Beatles around like 2017, around then. I want to say the first like proper album I listened to was Abbey Road. So I guess it's a bit more beginner friendly than the White Album.
Yeah.
But I was like obsessed with that album in particular. Like I had it on repeat. Like the medley, when I heard that for the first time,
That's
my jaw
valid.
dropped. I was like, bloody hell. And like it wasn't until I started like proper listening to their discography, I was like, oh damn, I know that song. I know that one. But I never connected the dots that they were the Beatles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I went into my local record store at the time. I've moved since, and I really wanted the Red and the Blue album, but they only had the blue. So I got the blue album and a collection of Beatles oldies. And I think it was like 20 quid in total. And
bargain.
I just had them like on loop. Like my parents were like so front, they were like, turn it down. And I was like, no. I was loving it, and it just grew from there. Like Abbey Road, like I finally got a copy of that, and it was unreal. And it's funny.
It's
like,
one of the best albums ever made. So.
It really is. Like the White Album's my favorite, but I feel like subjectively, if I had to pick like the best Beatles album, it would be Abbey Road. But that's a topic for another. And then around like 2018, I want to say, I went into another record store and I was looking for their Beatles section. And this is when I was like new to them still. Like I was deeper than I was. And I come away with 2 albums for £10. And it was McCartney 1 and Cloud 9. Cloud 9.
Oh God, the gasp.
I mean, I only knew Got My Mind Set on You. That's like the only... I didn't even know My Sweet Lord. Like, that's criminal. But
wow.
It wasn't played on the radio, at least what I can remember, which is like mad. And I can remember...
Nah, the radio song for George has always got my mind set on you.
Yeah.
It's always...
I mean, like, stuff like My Sweet Lord, like, you do hear it, especially with, like, stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, that's, like, really helped.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's in a lot of media, like, TV shows and films.
But, like, without, like, actually, like, dissecting and, like, jumping in, like, I knew nothing about George. I was just like, oh, he's one of the Beatles.
Yeah, the same.
It was cheap. I grabbed it. And I can remember, like, especially, like, the song Wreck of the Hesperus. I don't know why. That song, I was like, damn. I think I put it on and I was playing, like, Mario Kart or something. When I got home. And, like, I literally paused my game and was like, what am I hearing? In, like, the best way possible. And that's when I knew that, like, George was, like, the one that I'd be, like, pursuing. From there, like, it was mad how quickly and how quickly he eclipsed the Beatles as, like, my top. Which... No,
yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. That was the same for me.
It was such a revelation. Like, I don't know. Like, I was drawn to listen to All Things Must Pass, but like when I did, it was like about 7 years ago, and now, I mean, it's my favorite album of all time. It's mental. How did you get into George from the Beatles?
So, I always knew of George as, like you said, one of the Beatles, right? And for the longest time, I didn't know What My Mind Set on You was sung by him. Like, obviously, it's cover. And it was a song that was everywhere in my childhood.
Yeah, it's just one of them songs, like a classic. It's like it's like,
but it never clicked.
Song, like it's just like sometimes you don't even like tie the two together.
Yeah, so that was everywhere when I was younger, and so when I got into the Beatles, and you automatically get into the band, you want to know everything about each one and blah blah blah. And so there was something about him that drew me in. I see myself a lot in him. His introspective, quiet side, which we know George was.
He was a napper.
he could talk, right? And just the way he handled himself, I guess. But anyway, also, I'm not brushing past this. He's a very, very attractive man, okay?
Oh, we're going into this first episode. Okay.
I just had to say that, okay? Like, come on. 1967. We just take a moment. Okay.
The moment's been taken.
Yes, right.
Right.
So anyway, after listening to the Beatles discography like over and over, I thought, right, I want to get into the solo stuff, but I don't know where to start because it's daunting.
It's scary. I mean, you look at how many albums Paul McCartney has, and
it's just, I'm still going through them.
Yeah, it's an ordeal. I mean,
so.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The first solo career I listened to was John, and I was a bit like, okay, it's good. Plastic Ono Band, Imagined, top tier. And then I thought, okay, I've heard good things about George, and this is a huge shout out to Elliot Roberts on YouTube.
Love that man.
He just a great man. I owe a lot to him, okay?
His Zelda video in particular is one of my absolute favourite videos on YouTube. Side note, like, top tier.
So he did a video of ranking all the George Harrison albums. You may have seen it. And just watching that and listening to how passionate he was and how much the solo music meant to him, it made me think, what am I missing out on? So the day after I watched that, I started from the beginning with All Things Must Pass. And honestly, it changed my life. Like, I'm not being dramatic. I'm being sincere. It changed my life from that moment.
And it changed your perspective on things. I don't know if it's like the same for like you, but like title track in particular, it helped me through so much and like a different way of seeing stuff. Like, it's mad how like a song can do that.
And it's not a lot of music in the past couple years that I've listened to, like new artists or older, has had that effect on me.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like the light went on, and I was, wow, this has been missing from my life for so many years. But yeah.
I mean, it's funny you mentioned like Elliot Roberts, because I was waiting for that video for so long. But that's as like someone that's like explored his discography and that. Around the time that I got into George, the series that I watched, I don't know if you've seen it, is JT Curtis's like breakdown on George Harrison albums. They're really...
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he literally goes for like every single album. And that was through like lockdown, 2020. And I was already like well versed in George, but there was a few gaps. Like albums like Somewhere in England, I wasn't that well versed in, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he just gives everyone like a fair shot. Like, he is quite critical, but I think that's good. He actually played like George in like, I think it was like a Broadway show. I didn't look too much into it.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was like Let It Be, and he played like George Harrison and did like the concert for Bangladesh outfit and played some like proper like a George tribute. He, like, proper knows what he's talking about, and that was the series that like really got me into George. Past being like a casual fan, like I was waiting like for like every new episode. I think it was like every like other week they were coming out, and we were all in lockdown, so there was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great time, although it was so horrible around. Just like being able to like absorb the music. A feeling like and playing a lot of Animal Crossing, to be fair. But
that's a good thing to add on with George's music. For me, like my life was, I was in a very dark place, right? And he helped me out of that, you know. It's like before and after, day and night. So yeah, that's why it just, his music and him just mean a lot to me.
100%.
It's more than the music.
It is, because like you could take the music and like, while like if you're talking like subjectively, like albums such as like Gon Troppo, they're not like the best albums in the world, but like when you have a personal connection to them,
Yeah.
it means way more than if it's subjectively a perfect album.
And just warning you all now, that's probably why we're going to be a bit biased.
Not a bit, like very.
True. Very.
Like, like, like Material World being better than most Beatles albums, but you know. So I've prepared a few little questions to ask, to get to know each other and know our audience a little bit better. So what is the last record that you bought?
Okay, last record was... It's Paul McCartney, actually.
Oh, what one?
It was Tug of War.
You know what? Actually, such a good album. I don't even...
Yeah, OG pressing
Oh, beautiful.
as well.
Beautiful.
The What's That You're Doing? Absolute banger. Underrated as hell.
And like the reference to like... She
Yeah.
Like...
Yes!
Okay, Paul. Okay, I see.
Eating! Yeah.
Like it's... And like it's like a star-studded album with people like Carl Perkins and like Stevie Wonder, but it doesn't like outstay its welcome. It's not like Bob Dylan doing Under the Red Sky with like Slash and then doing a song like Wiggle Wiggle. Like,
Literally.
like just because you have a star on the album does not mean it's going to be a banger.
And I will forever be heartbroken that we never heard George on Wanderlust.
Don't even.
I'm sorry. Too soon. Okay.
What is your dream record? Keep it on brand.
Dream record. Has to be an original or brainwashed.
You know what? I respect that. That is...
I've been needing it for so long. Like, I think I have all of his other records apart from brainwashed. So
But, like having the original means a lot more because like
yeah,
I feel like having it released like just after he's, you know,
moved on.
a bit of him.
Yeah.
Which sounds really like weird and like morbid, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah. I
What is your favourite George demo, deep cut and or unreleased track?
Right. I have multiple.
Taste.
I've written them down. So, favorite demo has to be Mystical One.
That's my answer. Yeah, it's
Yes.
great. It's great.
It's the most beautiful thing he's ever done.
And he says wonky at the start.
Yes.
No, it's going to be a banger if he starts with wonky.
We put a bit of paper and a pen lives.
There's a wonky one. It's so real. And then
you can hear the rain. It's just so relaxing.
And then he bursts into the most like depressing George I've ever heard in my life. Like people say extra texture is him at his lowest. This sounds like he is like, I don't even know what happened to him.
Like, are you okay? Yeah. So favorite demo, Mystical One. Deep cut. It's What You Value. And Your Love Is Forever.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's What You Value, just, oh my god, so good.
And the cowbell?
Please bring back cowbells, guys.
Like, if Charlie XCX's new song comes out with a cowbell, I mean, you just know that's going to win like 10 more Brits.
And I hope she shouts us out, the inner live pod.
Because she's obviously listening. She's here. She's here.
Hey Charlie, how you doing?
I loved your Brat tour. My girlfriend were jumping around. It was great. It was great.
And unreleased track. I have two because I can't choose.
Okay.
Fear of Flying and Sassy.
Both great shouts, to be fair. Fear of Flag, I would kill to have like a proper version of it because it's so good.
I woke up the other morning and it was just in my head. It's just so good.
It's so simple, but it hits. It hits. This
Yeah.
is where you might be a little bit thirsty again. What is your favorite album cover of George?
Oh God.
I'm kind of scared that I asked this one.
You might be surprised actually over my answer.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously All Things Must Pass. Classic. And then I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Okay.
Somewhere in England. Not the one where his head is like part of the
He is England.
country. He is the UK.
Somewhere in George. That's what the album should have been called.
Not that one. The one when he's got like the road behind him.
Oh yeah, and he's in like the museum.
I know a lot of people don't like that cover, but he looks really cute.
You know what? I respect that choice. I respect that.
Yeah. And you probably thought I was gonna say Cloud9, didn't you?
No comment. No comment. This is where we might end up scrapping. What's your least favourite George song?
Scrapping. So I actually had to take a moment earlier.
Oh, and we're not including like Wonderwall or like electronic sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Fair to like.
Right. Least favorite George song. Bear in mind, I love all of the songs, okay? Just want to put that out there.
But go on, hit it.
Okay.
Hit it to me.
Can't Stop Thinking About You.
Shut up!
Oh, we're scrapping.
Oh, we're beefing. There might not be.
I knew what you were going to say.
And you already know my answer because I'm quite outspoken.
It's too repetitive for me.
You know what? I can't argue too much because I think my one's a bit more outrageous.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
What is your favourite Beatles album and favourite Beatles song?
Well, favourite album, it's quite obvious. Rubber Soul, of course.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
The crowd is shook.
And favourite song, I always say While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
And is that just for the last minute? Or?
No.
No, you can't. It's beautiful.
It's every version of that song is just stunning.
I'm really happy with like the official version we got, but like the demos, like the anthology version, even like the Isha demo.
Oh God, don't. Stunning.
And I think it's so wild that you've got my Isha demos now. Like that's wild to me.
Thanks to a little someone. If you didn't know, guys, Harry gave me his White Album Escher demos box set. So
I'm so not no.
I paid for them.
What is right? We're going straight back in. What's your favourite look of George? Go on, hit it to me.
Oh God. Okay. Favorite look is either early 70s, 70, 71. Like literally my husband, right? Or it's late 80s.
Here it comes.
So many reasons.
Yeah. But you know what? We can say that for a future episode.
Yeah. I can't wait for that episode.
You've already got it in your calendar. You got it marked.
I'm so ready. The Dilf dissection of George Harrison.
There you go. That's part one of the questions done. Right, we can cut.
Oh God. Right, so now, Harry, I'm gonna ask you the same questions.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So, last record you bought?
It's like a bootleg album. It's called Sans George. The cover's a little bit like low quality, but it's like mimicking the Beatles' second album. And on the recording, it has George leaving the band.
Oh.
It's all like Get Back outtakes, and I can't lie, a lot of it's just like noise. And there's a lot of like there's a lot of Yoko.
Oh wait, so it has like the sound bite of him leaving.
Yeah, he's like, I think I'll be leaving the band.
Classic.
And then it has like John saying, "Oh, it's fine, we'll just get Clapton in and stuff." Like it is like an interesting listen.
Mm-hmm.
I paid £15 for it with free shipping. I wouldn't recommend paying much more for it because it is like a novelty. But I do collect like a lot of like Beatles bootlegs. The last like
can't argue with free shipping. So
exactly. The last like proper album that I bought, it was. I mean, it's technically a CD, but it was Bob Dylan's 1970 recordings with George Harrison. You can't get them on like streaming, and it's just really nice to have it like a complete package. It's like from around his like New Morning sessions.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much George on there. He's kind of like just playing his guitar and like doing like backing vocals, but it's still cool. And there's a version of Bob Dylan playing Yesterday, which is quite funny. It sounds how you'd imagine it to sound, but
that sounds really perfect though for you. Big Bob and George fan.
Yeah, it's great, but it's
okay.
Right. Let's get into the next one.
What is your dream record to have?
Dream record. I've got two. So the other day I bought the Beatles in Mono like CD box set, and it's like a bootleg one, a Chinese knockoff, but it's really well done. There's ones that are like utter shit, but I would love the vinyl box that came out in 2014. That is like my dream, because I mean I have like all the records, but just it's just such a nice set. So I mean, if anyone out there is no, I don't have £1,000 to spare, but I mean I'm sure I could Klarna it now. No, I'm joking. I also went into a record store in London, and they had an acetate of It Don't Come Easy, by George.
That's just insane.
For Ringo, like the original Apple acetate, and it was handed in by someone that used to work in Savile Row. Which, oh my god,
that's legit.
I couldn't believe when I saw it. That would be like a dream record for me, but it was 1.2 grand, and
Christ.
I think I have like £300 to my name, so
Also, I don't mean to jump on your toes.
Jump.
But can I also say I want an original copy of Rubber Soul? I forgot to mention it earlier.
No, that's
just came to me.
Yeah, I mean, early Rubber Soul sounds so. I mean, you got to be technical with what pressing but I'm getting into all this yap. Like I'm yapping up on a podcast. Don't want me to talk about different pressings. That's another show entirely.
That is. That's going straight over my head. So, favorite George demo, deep cut, and unreleased track.
So demo, the mystical one. Yeah, that's my choice. I do also like the two like officially released demos that are on the George Harrison album, Lux, with like Here Comes the Moon and
that version's stunning.
Like both of them, I don't know, just hearing like the acoustic guitar is just so nice. Deep cut. Ooh, that's a meaty question. I haven't actually got any of these written down the answers to. I'm just like doing like what I'm feeling at the moment. And deep cut wise, I don't know. I really do like Who Can See It from Material World.
Oh,
That song in particular, I've probably cried to it like 30 times. I'm not a big crier, but like that song, I don't know. It just brings it out.
it's like he's just pulling your heart out.
And I don't know
That's
how
what it feels like.
he's such like an underrated singer as well. Like if you haven't already, just listen to Who Can See It and tell me straight faced that he was a shit singer. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Like you can't say.
Like it's not even debatable. An unreleased track. I really love his cover of Abandoned Love by Bob Dylan. That's one of my favourite, like, it was like an unreleased Dylan song anyway from the Desire Sessions, and that's like my favourite period Dylan. And then George covers it in the 80s, and it's like, what? There's the only versions that are available are like a little bit lo-fi, like it's not like official, but
Yeah.
I just love it so much. It's on the Oh Not Him Again bootleg that I've got, and that's like one of my favorite albums of all time. If anyone's like into like collecting like George bootlegs, like that is just the one to get. It's so good.
Favorite album cover of George?
Favorite? You know what? I do really fuck with Wonderwall. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
It's just so nice. And I do really like Gontropo. I know it's like bashed like being the most ugly cover in the world, but I don't know. I want to go there.
Okay, be controversial.
I don't know. Like I could live there,
I want to live there.
and I feel like it'd be warm. I'd have like nice vibes. I know it's like butt ugly, but that's kind of what makes it like. I don't know.
It has it's quirky.
Exactly. And like name another album that's like Gontropo when you're like crate digging. Just
Literally, no album exists.
exactly. It's great. It's great.
Okay, so
Oh, I know what's coming up.
oh, we're gonna fight. Your least favorite George Harrison song?
It's not that it's like horrible.
Here we go.
I really like the chorus. I like the chorus.
Just say it.
Dear one. It's
Oh,
just a nothing burger for me. Like it's 5 minutes of like going
I just
like Circles moves more than that song does. And that song talks about going around in circles. Like it's that's
how can you listen to the most whimsical intro? Oh no, it's another burger. How?
it's just a nothing burger.
Oh god.
I love 33 and a third. But like after like Woman Don't You Cry For Me and then it goes into Deal, it's just like, oh my days. It's just like if it was 3 minutes, it would be great. But it's 5 minutes and it doesn't want to end.
You get into like the 3-minute mark and you're just like skip.
I mean, I've listened to it plenty of times, and I get it stuck in my head. Like, it's not a bad song. I just, yeah.
Okay.
If I had to pick a least favorite, it's a nothing burger. I'm just saying it how it is.
The disrespect for him. Yeah. Anyway, we all have opinions. It's okay.
Even if mine might be wrong.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite Beatles album and song?
So my favorite Beatles album is coincidentally your first album, the White Album.
Mm?
I don't know. It's just it's like everything. I'm trying to get through the 9-hour megaphon episode that Larsland put out. Shout out to them.
Yes. Shout out to Larsland. Incredible.
9 out. Like I messaged them and I was like, you must have a fat like hard drive to like keep all that footage. Like, damn. Yeah, it was I'm only like a fraction of the way through it, and it's so researched, but yeah, it's great. Go check it out on YouTube. It's so underrated. But yeah, that's my favorite Beatles album. I could write so much about how it, like, each song has like a foil with each other, like I Will and Julia being like kind of like the antithesis of like Lennon and McCartney, the same way like A Day in the Life is. Like, I could yap even more than I already am.
It's just so, their relationship, man.
It's so complex, but like it's
This is not a Lennon and McCartney podcast.
but I mean, it'd be rude not to talk about them, wouldn't it? It just
Oh, of course.
But and favorite Beatles song, A Day in the
If you
Life.
can choose.
A Day in the Life. I remember the first time hearing that. It was on my Alexa of all things. So it's not really the desired format for that song. But I was like, fuck, what is that? Like, when the orchestral section came in, I was like, this is not the Beatles. I was like a bit like scared of it. Like, I was like, what is this?
Same.
And it's beautiful. It's perfect. That's my choice. If I had to pick one, that's the one.
That's a really good choice. Okay, last one. Favorite George look.
Favorite look of George. Ooh, it's got to be the Dark Horse tour. I bash on unapologetically in my spare time about how much it means to me. I mean, the fits they would get, like, he's wearing his own merch. That's so fucking real.
The black silk shirt, just
it's everything. He just never misses. Like, his flared trousers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my days, the hair. It just,
like, how is this man real? How is he real?
like, it's just like peak Harrison for me. You can't debate. Like,
Okay.
I actually do like fuck with his laryngitis voice quite a bit, but that's
No, same.
But like, I don't know, that might just be us.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
So now we've got the questions. Dunzo. I think it's time to deep dive into an underrated George Harrison banger. Cheer Down.
Yes. 80s George, just peak.
Enough said. So yeah, we thought just because it's first episode, most of it would be about like introductory shit. But we hope to provide like a bit of insight. So
yeah, we hope to give you some knowledge.
A little bit.
Not just yap.
It'll be quite a lot of yapping though. It's quite a lot of yapping.
Yeah.
So Cheer Down, recorded, written in the Cloud Nine era, and then polished up in '89 for release.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was offered to Eric Clapton.
Which is criminal. I know he proposed like 4 songs to Eric for like his Journeyman album, but it's like there's a time where we might not have got Cheer Down.
Literally. Thank God Eric declined.
I mean, like, I don't even think he declined. I think it was more like that this song's a bit too good, like, I want you on it. Which I do appreciate because, like, I love Eric, but like it just wouldn't be the same.
It is coincidentally George.
It
has its essence.
Yeah, I mean, like, you hear that slide and like I almost like compare
the slide.
My Sweet Lord, like when that comes, like how far he's come with this slide, and it's like, especially like the live in Japan recordings of this song, like he has so much like finesse when he plays it, and it's like, fuck it, like it makes you like emotional. And going into like a little bit of like personal stuff, like when I first heard the song, like it was a couple of years after like my dog died, but like it's still pretty raw because I was like quite young, and when I heard him sing like "If Your Dog Should Be Dead," like I was like taken.
Oh my god, yeah.
But like I cried. And I know the whole point is like cheer down, like someone like Olivia said to him And he wrote a song around that.
When he gets too excited.
Yeah, but like it's mental how a song like that can like provoke such like emotions, and how it's like it was released as a single, but like barely. Like if you want an original single of it, it's so expensive and rare. Like I've never seen one in shops or anything.
I know, it's so underrated. And researching this, I didn't realize it was part of Lethal Weapon 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, and even like the soundtrack to that like is mad expensive, and like Eric Clapton's all over it. But it's like I don't know, like it's such like a hidden gem, but it shouldn't be. It was in a film. It was released as a single. It's George bloody Harrison. Like, why is it not?
Like, come on.
Like, it's not even like in his army mind. I mean, I guess maybe because it was like partially written with Tom Petty, like co-written,
and Jeff.
Yeah.
Lynne.
But like, it's crazy how like that's not even in like his autobiography, but like a song like Cockamamie Businesses around like the same.
Yeah.
Like it's like what?
Yeah, and it's only been featured on 2 albums, the compilations.
Yeah, it's never had like an official album like dedicated to it, and like I'd love to see like if I mean the Harris State are listening, like
hey,
I mean hi, we'd love to work with them.
We love you.
But like I heard someone about Danny saying like a Cloud 9 deluxe set. I don't know, just a little birdie told me that, and I mean, like, collating, like, giving, like, Cheer Down, like, a proper place would just be so cool.
It'd definitely be on Cloud 9.
Yeah, like, just to have, like,
he wrote 17 songs for that album. I'm like, where are the other ones?
Literally, like, there's so much, like, material that can come out of those sessions, and, like, I bet there's like a beautiful demo of Cheer Down that's just waiting to be like released.
Just waiting.
Like
sitting in the vault.
Like call me Delulu, but like I don't know, like they're saving something, and like
with Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty on this song. It could have easily been a Wilbury song.
It could have, and like it's like it
has that Wilbury essence.
It's like
the backing vocals.
Wilburys, but like at the same time, like it's like released after the fact. Like I've got no idea how that kind of like came about, and like what happened with it. Like why wasn't it considered like for like a proper like Wilburys release? Why was it George? Why was he giving it away to Eric Clapton? Like there's so many questions around that time that like we might not ever know the answer to.
Yeah. But also, I'm glad it's just a George solo song.
Yeah, 100%, because I mean,
you can also just tell how much he just fallen back in love with writing.
You can, and like it's got like it's few songs that's got like so much like depth and like growth throughout it. I mean, like that final slide guitar at the end, where it goes like right up. Like I'm not a guitar player, but like, it goes right up like on the neck. Like it
has to be one of his best.
It has to be like it's
solos.
And like seeing like like there's a few like live recordings on like YouTube and that of that like that he chose. I'm glad he chose that song for like the tour in Japan, and also for the Royal Albert Hall gig that he did, which I would have.
Yeah.
I'd love to have been born for that, but like,
oh god,
I would have loved
Japan shows. Yeah,
I mean, like, I just think like that period of George is so like underlooked, and I guess that's why I just want to take a little bit of time just talk about it like today. That there's not too much like about this song that we can like really get into because it's like such like a like brushed over period of George. I don't know.
It's a period that deserves more love, more spotlight on it.
100%, yeah.
I could chat about it.
Like, there's only so much you can chat about though, because it's like there's not enough. Like, it's mainly speculation. Like, why has it come about this way? Do you know what I mean?
True.
Like,
but also it's very special to me.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
It's so warm that you can tell he's so happy and at peace.
It's just great.
That's a good way to end.
It's
It's just great.
But yeah, I mean, this is, but yeah, it's the first episode.
Yeah.
The first one's always going to be the rockiest, so thanks for bearing with.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, that's the main. I mean, if you got however you're listening to this on like your Devil's Radio or whatever, I'm glad you took the time to listen to us. I really do appreciate it. I don't want to let all the cats out of the bag, but we'll be.
But he's going to anyway.
I'll give it a little shake. We're looking at covering his self-titled album from '79.
George Harrison.
And I mean, just expect more yapping. That's all we can expect out of this.
Hope you enjoy the yapping.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, let us know. Give us feedback.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to cover, because like, I mean, this is a more chilled episode. We'll obviously have a lot more content to actually provide.
This was extremely unscripted.
Yeah. This,
as you can tell,
off the cuff. I mean, if you could see my setup right now, it's something else.
Classic setup.
I mean, it's great. It's great. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. In a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Further one travels, the less one knows, the less one really knows.
Fuck.
Cut. Okay.
Actually, no, this whole recording cannot be salvaged.